What's going on? What's going on, everyone? This is your guy, Pat Bernard. I'm here for Stream Punk Entertainment Sports. I'm here the Nothing But Net 76ers postgame shows. There are losses that are close, there are games where you just come up short, lose by a handful of points, but there are beatdowns, and this team got flat out beat down at home with a team that's not trying to purposely lose. This team got waffled. This 76ers team had nothing. This game was over really by the first quarter. Your hopes and dreams of trying to fight for a playoff spot just went out the window. There's no hope in this team, and they just showed you. They just displayed it. There is no future with this 76ers team. Their whole season came down to tonight in an embarrassing form. We're going to sit there for next year and expect Joel Embiid to be healthy. He was healthy coming into this season. We're going to keep on doing the same old story with this guy. These are the kind of losses that gets coaches, assistant coaches, GMs fired. You lost by 40 points. You lost by 40. When you're trying not to lose. Somebody should be let go from this organization after tonight. Someone from the 76ers organization should be let go. You lost to a Chicago Bulls team that traded away their best player, and you got waffled like that at home. When you get waffled like this at home, losing by 40, this causes a head coach to roll. This causes for a GM to get fired. This was embarrassing. The Bulls did whatever they wanted to. Offensively, defensively, they knew where the 76ers wanted to go with the ball. They caused turnovers. They're jacking up threes. Taking in the first quarter, they took the ball right down the lane. Right down. Cody White. I mean, the 76ers had no answer. Marshawn, he goes, why do you do this to yourself, Gobbler? Well, Marshawn, you know what? When, if ever, the 76ers turn this thing around, at least they can remember who did it through the bad times. The really bad times. And that's me. So through thick and thin, I am going to ride and die with the 76ers team. You're right. We suck beyond reasonable doubt. We do. This is horrible, Marshawn. This 76ers team has nothing. Nothing. It's funny because we were at the point through the beginning of the season blaming the old heads for the lackluster performance. Tonight, other than Paul George, you had your full roster of young guys, rather. I get it. Maxey goes down. Gershon Upaseli goes down. But nobody was willing to step up. This is process basketball all over again. My man Joe Hell checking into the show. He goes, Sixers have no heart, no fight. I'm Embiid. If I'm Embiid, I would get at it, get surgery now. Well, they should shut him down. They should shut the and Marshawn and Joe. There should be a mercy rule. There should be a mercy rule for the 76ers team. I mean, you don't get these kind of scores unless you're playing NBA 2K. Josh Giddey getting 13 rebounds tonight. Josh Giddey got 13 rebounds, double-double with 25 points. Kevin Hunter dropped 7 3-pointers. He was getting open shots. The Bulls had great ball movement, finding the open guy, and were just knocking down shots, one after another. That's where we're at this point there, Joe. I want a high draft pick. Built through the draft. That's what we're going to have to do. We're going to have to build through the draft pick again. Where 76ers fans didn't want to do it because they want to believe that this team can make a run. The only thing they're making runs is the toilet. And it's disgusting, Joe. Joe says, does Nick Nurse come back next year? I don't know. I don't know how he comes back tomorrow. After a loss like this, how do you answer for this? As a professional head coach, he's got to say to himself, what the hell did I sign up here for? What in the world did I sign up here for? Like, you go from Toronto and being let go to this hot mess. Like, the whole organization as a whole is horrible. But where's the ownership to call it all that? Where's Josh Harris? Hiding, laying in the weeds. Enjoying himself at Washington Commander games. Enjoying himself up in North Jersey with the Devils. Anywhere but here. I mean, this Bulls team that traded away their best player and made a couple guys from the Sacramento Kings look like all-stars. This was just an embarrassing brand of basketball. I mean, they got cooked inside out. The Bulls start taking the ball down the lanes. Once they figured the 76ers made a couple of adjustments, they start cooking them from the perimeter. They cooked them up and down this court. There's no excitement for this team. Fans were begging for something, begging for Lonnie Walker to make a play. Like, this is, I don't know. And it's like, where's Daryl Moore going to answer to this? Or not just him, not just Daryl Morley. I want Elton Brand to come to the stands and answer for tonight. Adam, what's up, my man? Good to see you. Good to see you. That's what I'm saying. I want Josh Harris, Elton Brand, Daryl Morley, Nick Nurse to answer for this slop. For this slop. You can't blame the old heads. There was no Joel Embiid tonight. And I actually got excited when I heard Joel Embiid was not going to be in the lineup. To be honest. But I was way wrong. Because if you remember the last time the Bulls faced the 76ers right before Christmas in the beginning part of December, Joel Embiid had a great game. But here we are almost 3 months later, And this team just can't figure it out. They can't figure it out. I know a lot of people, I know a lot of fans who are just coming off this Super Bowl high. We have now nothing to enjoy. Nothing. It's the same old broken record with this team. I don't blame you. Wow. Ab says they're not worth watching. Tickets are down as low as $2. I saw, and they should be. They should be free. This is not a winning product. You know, the price of parking, everything should be tax free. You want to charge $25 for parking, please. For what? You're going to go and watch this product? I feel bad for the fans. There were fans who were still there late in the fourth. But what's like, there's nothing to draw. And again, you look at the box score of the night, Kelly Oubre, 19 points. I mean, the only person who did anything for the 76ers team. I get the two injuries that came in that took over for Maxey and Gershon and Basele. Paul George had a decent game, but they just got played. Collins had over 20 points. Josh Giddey, Kevin Hartnett had 7 3-pointers. 7. Their bench, and that's the thing with the 76ers. They don't have depth. They don't have a bench. They don't even have starters. Grab fans out of the stands. Use the mascot. Something. I mean, you heard the commentary, right? You heard the commentary team. He was pretty much saying they were showing no heart, no energy. Nothing that they wanted this. They didn't want this. And you may, like what's called said, you might not be here next year. You should want to be put on a highlight reel for other teams. Instead, you get nothing. Adam says Paul George is worse than Harden. At least Harden scored points on most nights. Yeah, and you're right. I'll go a little step further than you, Adam. I'll go a step further. Give me back Tobias Harris. Because on nights like this, Tobias Harris would at least put up a dogfight. Tobias Harris would have had a game. There were nights like this. You know, I've seen the worst of the worst, and this was pretty bad tonight. This was horrible. Dropped 40 points. I haven't seen this kind of a beatdown for 10 years. 10 years ago. When they wanted to do this whole tanking business. Yeah, I agree. I feel bad for the Sixers. They got to announce this bleep show. Yeah, them, the fans. It was all horrible. It was all horrible. – 76ers had nothing. I'm truly embarrassed. There's nothing more I can say. I mean, they got picked apart. The Bulls stole the ball multiple times. They were shooting from the perimeter extremely well. I mean, this 76ers team made me feel like there was Jordan on the court, and we were getting blown out. I mean, was Jordan out there? I don't know. I mean, this was a beatdown like no other. What you call it? Gershon got hurt in the eyes. Adam, and I believe Maxey went down. But yeah, this was embarrassing. This is, oh gosh, man. I mean, this wasn't. We're not talking about a top seeded Bulls team. I'm talking. The playoffs were on the line, and we had nothing. Terrible, terrible performance, and no heart was being left on the floor. Matter of fact, that's exactly what the Bulls did. They ripped their hearts out of their souls and left it right there in the middle of Wells Fargo floor. Left their hearts laying on the floor. And the Sixers didn't even dare to try and pick it back up and make something of this. They got made into a joke tonight. You know, somewhere they're going to be all talked about tomorrow, whether it's going to be on ESPN, whether it's going to be on the local radio. I mean, what happened tonight was a strip and slap in the face, and they did nothing to make any kind of adjustments. And like I said, these kind of losses gets a GM fired, gets the president gone, puts the axe on the head coach. These kind of losses happens. Terminate. Adios. Bye-bye. We can't have that here. I mean, the Boo Birds are tired of booing. That's how bad it's gotten. It's not even worth booing anymore. This is the beneath the boo. And constantly. The same Sixers. I don't know. I don't know how they're going to fare against the New York Knicks. Then after that, you got Golden State. I get these, the Golden State's not what they were 10 years ago, but you got Steph Curry there. And with this defense, the worst defense in the NBA, how are you going to slow down anybody? But anyway, guys, I'm going to give you the grades of the game. Grades of the game, I'm going to give it to the fans for even showing up. I'll go give grades to the game to the fans for showing up. Not great. MVP of the game to the fans for showing up and staying there through to the very end. Grade and F. And F plus. Right on there. They get an F. Don't deserve no TV time. This team TV should just been X from TV. This game, there should be a mercy rule. Just horrible. It's embarrassing. So let's go around the NBA, shall we? Let's go around the NBA and let's talk about some other finals, because I'm pretty sure Sixers fans have had it with this team. This tonight just said it's over. 76ers lose 142 to 110. Whew. Yeah, that was a close one. Decent game here. The Pistons hosting the Clippers and beat them 106-97. Detroit Pistons coming out of nowhere. The Wizards with the upset winning 107-99 over the Brooklyn Nets at home. Game of the night. The Nuggets win 125-116 over the Indiana Pacers. The Hawks win over the Heat 98-86. The Thunder, middle of the fourth, winning 111-91 over the Timberwolves. Middle of second quarter, you have the Utah Jazz and the Trailblazers going at it. Right now, the Utah Jazz are winning that. And in your 10 o'clock game would be the Sacramento Kings taking on the Hornets. And that's it. So, guys, I want to say thank you for joining me through this pain and misery. 76ers obviously got a beat down, got waffled, embarrassed, made a joke, all those things, all those intangibles. And they had nothing tonight. So, guys, join me back here Wednesday. I will be doing the Sixers and Knicks post-game show and so forth. All right, guys, I'll catch you later. Bye-bye.